Hello everybody. Today we're going to put a yellow circle around your mouse pointer. A lot of times you lose your mouse pointer and you can't find it, especially when you're doing documents and all kinds of stuff. And then you got to kind of stop and look back and try to find where it's at. It happens. Sometimes your eyes get weak and old like me. But we're going to try to see if we can remedy that. We're going to go to it's called Real World Cursor Editor. Or, I'm not used to using one hand, Real World. And we're going to cursor and an editor. On mine it'll pop right up. But it's Real World Cursor Editor. And we're going to click on that and open it up. And once we get this installed, it's pretty easy to do. If you just follow the steps that I show you. And then once we get this done, we'll go ahead and put it in Windows 7 Professional is what I've got. And we've got, looks like about 16 seconds left here. Another thing I tried out for a while is that clicker. When you click on it, it makes a clicking noise. And I had a lot of customers that wanted that too. And them as well as I decided that's not the thing for us because it drives you nuts after a while. So I really don't recommend doing that. I can make a video if you want me to do that. Let me know down in the feedback, and I can do that. Okay, I think we're ready here. We're going to click Run, and I'm going to get rid of this just to get it out of the way. And we'll move this up here. This is the Real World Cursor Editor Setup Wizard, so to speak. And I agree to it. And we'll click Next, and we're going to go ahead and click Next again. And here's the only thing you can look at is you want everybody to be able to use this. Or just you. I already deleted it off there, so it don't really matter. I just leave that. It don't matter what it's on, to tell you the truth. And we're going to go ahead and click Next. And it'll take a little bit. It'll sit here for a little bit, and then it'll take off and install rather quickly. Basically, it's just a little editor program. Kind of fun, actually, but it's pretty simple, which is good. And then, like I said, after we get this installed and get our little yellow cursor, we're going to leave it on the desktop. And then we are going to go into Windows and install it. Yes, and there she goes. And we will be in the editor window here before too long. And we're going to close that. Now, if you don't know where it's at, like I don't know where it is, I got an idea, but it's right here, Real World Cursor Editor. And I'm going to go ahead and launch that. And there she is. And once we get here, it gives us this is our work area here. And we're going to figure out what to do. First thing we're going to do is create, and we want a new mouse cursor, so I'm going to double click on that. Okay, the first thing we need to do is get a pointer here, and I think we'll use this one, and there's our pointer. Now in here you don't have to change the size of the arrow. There's the tail on it. They got it set at 62. You can actually make the tail longer if you want and shorter if you want. It don't really matter. I usually just leave mine at 61, 62, it don't matter. Okay, but you do want to make sure that these two colors, the fill color and the secondary color, you want to make sure that these are white. Otherwise this won't work. Okay, we're going to click OK. The next thing we're going to do is we want to center this. So in the drop down menu, we want to click on Move. Now we're going to use the left mouse button, and we're going to pull it over here. Just put her in the center somewhere so it looks good. Okay, the next thing you want to do is we want to click on Ellipse. And then you want to click on Paint Under. Make sure that's clicked. Pick your color and your transparency. I usually have it down a little ways just so you got enough transparency to so you can see it through the paint. And what you do is you're going to go, make sure paint under's clicked. Go get the crosshairs right up in the corner and drag that over your mouse until you got a perfect circle around it. You don't want to, you just want to just get to the edges like this. Okay? And then you can click on it. Just click out here is what I do. And then what you want to do is I just click on that using that. I'm going to go down here and you can actually see to the left down here. You can see what it's going to look like. That looks pretty much like what I wanted. And so I am going to click Save. And I'm going to leave mine on the desktop because that's the easiest place to put it. I'm going to put yellow. YELLOW.CUR. That way I know where it is. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to get rid of that, but you can just erase it all. Put yellow.CUR, or you can put yellow dot anything you want, or just put yellow. It don't really matter. Again, I'm going to make sure I'm clicked on desktop, which it is up here. You can see it, and then I'm going to click OK. So now I can actually, if I want to, close this out. And she is gone. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I can see my yellow cursor right here on the desktop. So now I am going to go to the control panel. We're going to go to Appearance, and we're going to go to Personalization. Now there's other ways to get to this. This is just the easy one. So change mouse pointer options. Now what I want to do is I want to look for that yellow pointer. I do not see it, so I'm going to browse for it right here. And I'm going to click on desktop. And then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to find that yellow pointer. There it is right here. Right there. And I'm going to open it. Now that yellow pointer is right here and it is right there. So now what I can do, I can click on purple, or I can just do that. Delete that. Yes. And let's see, what do we want to do here? We can just leave it the way it is if we want. You don't even have to put anything in there. Long as you make sure that you've got this yellow pointer picked, you can apply it, click OK, and then it's on there. That's all you got to do. You don't have to mess with saving anything and all that stuff. You can shut this off, click out of it, you can click out of that. Oops, let me drag her over here so I can get her out of the way. Now you have your yellow pointer wherever you go. If you want to go into your Windows, open. It's just so much easier to see it as you're moving around. You notice mine's bumping up, mine's coming on and off a little bit. That's because of this recording program I've got. It'll make this mouse or my pointer bounce all the time. But we can do anything we want. Here we go to, well, we don't want to go to my bank. Oh, we don't want to do that. Let's go to America's Dumbest something, whatever it is. And it's just so much better because you can see where your cursor's at. Everything runs a little bit slower
You let me go.
Because of my recording program. It kind of slows everything down a little bit. But there you go. That's kind of pretty much it, how you can get your cursor yellow. And if you ever want to change it back, you can just do the same thing. Go to My Computer. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean that. Need to go to Control Panel. And then you're going to go right back to Appearance, Personalization. And then you go back to Change Mouse Pointers. And as you can see, there's that pointer. Normal, select. And if you want a different one, I could select on this one, this one, this one, any of them. click apply, and it'll change it back the way you had it as before. It ain't like you got to keep it forever. And if you want to get rid of that little download that we downloaded, go to the control panel, uninstall, boom, and go to the real world down here, wherever it is, real world cursor. Now you can delete that, uninstall it, so it's not on your computer. It's not going to hurt anything, but a lot of people just don't like accumulating a lot of them little downloaded programs. They do add up over time, but you can get rid of it if you want. But you'll still have your yellow cursor because you already have it on your desktop. So that's just about all I can tell you on this. If anybody wants me to do a video on the little clicker, I'd be happy to do it for you. But for now, I think that's about it. I'm kind of waiting till this gets out of the way so I can shut her off. But that'll do it. So thank you very much for watching, and we are done here. And thanks again, and we'll see you next time.